All right, good evening, Tiger Nation, and welcome to this evening's Breck Live coverage of the doubleheader between the varsity teams of the Lady Tigers and the Fighting Tigers of Breckenridge County. They will be competing against the Aces and Lady Aces of Cloverport or Frederick Frey's High School. So going into this game, there's some interesting things here. First of all, I'm Lincoln Smith, if you guys are not already aware. Unfortunately, not joined in the commentary booth yet, but it should happen shortly, so look forward to that. But this is the pregame show, so without further ado, we shall begin getting into some of this information. So, as we are aware, the Lady Tigers are just coming off of a win over Muhlenberg County, I believe 66-36, so a pretty big game for them. Muhlenberg, I believe, is currently sitting at 13th in the third region following that game, and we can see the Cloverport team going into this game is currently sitting at 14th in the third region, and again, that's by RPI. It's not based on record. It is simply based on the caliber of teams they've played, and then of course their wins and losses. So Cloverport probably going to have a bit of a challenge on their hands if the trends continue. From what we've seen of them this season, the Lady Tigers have encountered Cloverport once before. At Cloverport, Lady Tigers came away victorious 77-35. So that was a pretty exciting one. And Cloverport is currently sitting 4-7 on the season. They have some very interesting wins. Their, I don't want to say record, but their overall season outlook has been pretty interesting. They started off they started off the season with 5 games. They won one of them. And then they had, I believe, 6 games straight canceled because of COVID. And then following that, they had another, 5 games? That was another 6 games. Apologies there. And so again, they're 4-7. In their first game of the season, they played Hancock County at home and lost 33-58, which Hancock County is a team that the Lady Tigers defeated pretty handily. I don't think that was overall that difficult for them. Then Cloverport, played a game against Davis County at home, lost that one as well, and then they traveled over to Cannleton, Indiana, won that contest 57-40, so that was a pretty exciting one, I think, for them, and they have actually traveled a lot this season in the quest for victories. So continuing on from the Cannleton game, which they did win, they also played Whitesville Trinity at the Owensboro Sports Center, which I believe Whitesville Trinity is currently ranked 15th in the third region. So, yes, Cloverport is one spot ahead of Whitesville Trinity. Trinity's currently 2-10 on the season. Again, Cloverport 4-7. So, following the Trinity game, they then played the Lady Tigers at home and were beaten rather soundly once again. And the next game they played after that was Shawnee High School, which I believe is a Louisville school. Not for certain on that, but they did win that one, 58-47. So pretty convincing victory there, and definitely a bit of a confidence booster for them. They then went and played Washington County, and they lost 41-43. So a very close game there. Certainly a winnable one for them. So Cloverport, remarkably close to having an even record. And then, So, following the Washington County game, they went to Owensboro and actually played their lowest scoring game of the season, at least by how many points they scored. They only scored 20. Owensboro beat them pretty handily again. Owensboro scored 62, so not exactly the closest there. Maybe lost a bit of confidence, but then they turned around and played Valley High School, which not a ton of information on them, but I will go a little bit into detail about some funny stuff that we found in our research about. We didn't really research Valley High School. I was just kind of clicking around Cloverport's schedule to kind of see where they were playing, but I do have some funny tidbits of information about that. But yes, Cloverport beat Valley 66-23, so pretty big win for Cloverport there. And then they played Brown at Brown and lost 35-38, so another pretty close game for them. So I feel like, again, they've had 2 games where they've lost by a margin of 1 possession, which is, I think, very impressive, particularly, again, Brown away game, I'm not for certain on where that's located, but again, they have traveled a good bit across the state and even crossing state boundaries over into Cannleton to try and get some victories. And they have pulled out several of them, so that's pretty exciting. And then their most recent games, so Cloverport is coming off of a win. They played Beth Haven, and they won 53-25. So the games Cloverport has won have been by pretty healthy margins. They beat Cannleton by 17. They beat Shawnee by 11. They beat Valley by 43. And then they beat Beth Haven by, I believe, 28. So pretty big scorelines for them, I think, on the season. Now, interestingly, their averages across the season are a bit low. And we talked about in the other day against the Muhlenberg County team, the Lady Mustangs. The Lady Tigers were only outclassed in one category, percentage, which I believe has gone up since that point. I think the Lady Tigers are currently sitting at 60.3% on the season. So a bit of improvement in that department. It's, I think, been their biggest struggle all year. I think they've done a great job defensively and offensively, other than free throw shooting. Even shooting the three ball, they've done very well, I believe. As of a few games ago, we're 4th ranked in the state in three-point percentage, which is incredibly impressive. But yeah, the Lady Tigers, again, are 14-2 on the season. So going back into Cloverport's stats, again, they've only played 11 games. They are currently, again, 4-7. They've scored 479 points and allowed 538. So really not a terrible margin of defeat. I believe that would be right around 6 points, maybe a little bit less, about 5.5, somewhere in that range of a deficit per game, which is bad. And again, they've had some big wins. They've suffered some big defeats, but fickle. Again, traveling a lot has really impacted them. But I think the Lady Tigers are expecting to try and come out with a big win today. And if they can repeat the play that they had at Cloverport early on in the season, they should be okay in this one, but we will have to see. Anything can change. As we talked about, the sport is very subject to change at all times, as it is with many sports. But looking at some more of Cloverport's stats, on the season, their field goal percentage is 26.2%. So struggling a bit on aggregate from the field. Now, their three-point percentage is 24% on the season, which is, I think, pretty awesome. Their free throw percentage is 60.6%. So slightly better than the Lady Tigers, sitting at 60.3%. But yeah, again, their field goal and three-point percentages aren't that far apart, so that's making you think maybe they have some more confidence behind the perimeter. But who's to say, really? It's an interesting question. And the other statistic, interestingly, that Cloverport has the Lady Tigers beat in is rebounds per game. The Lady Tigers only, I believe, have 26 per game. I believe it's 25.5. I will have to check that just to verify. But Cloverport, I believe, is sitting at 27.5 rebounds per game. So they are currently beating the Lady Tigers in that department, as well as free throw shooting, but not exactly a huge deficit either way. And hold on, let me just check really quickly. Yes, their team scoring in points per game is 43.5, whereas the Lady Tigers, I think, average just over 60. Yes, the Lady Tigers average 63. So that's obviously a pretty significant number change. The difference there, pretty significant. And then again, with Cloverport's odd schedule, kind of hard to know what exactly they'll do coming into this game tactically. I'm not sure if their entire lineup is in or not. All those things are pretty much things that we learn as the game progresses, or as we see people go into the game. So they are predominantly led in scoring by two players, both seniors. Olivia Weatherholt averages 14.5 per game and 4.5 rebounds per game. And then Lily Nottingham averages 10.3 points per game and 6.5 rebounds per game. Now, their scoring spread is interesting. And again, Cloverport only averages 43 points per game, so obviously their spread is going to be a little bit odd, especially having two players average 24 per game. So, let's see. Bailey Hurst, who we may have more to talk about on later, but that will probably come at a later point. And then, yeah, Bailey Hurst averages 9 per game. Lindsay Thurman averages 8.4 per game. and then it immediately drops to the next player averaging 0.7 points per game. So it's very strange. In terms of scoring, we can kind of expect those 4 players to be starting. At least that's my anticipation going into it, which Bailey Hurst is, I believe, a senior, and then Lindsey Thurman is a junior. So they have obviously a relatively seasoned starting lineup. At least that is my guess. I'm going to assume that none of those players averaging 8+ points per game are not starting. That would be certainly interesting coming off the bench to average the 4th most points on your team. But then the 5th average points per game would be Emily Bennett, who averages 3.5 rebounds per game, which is leading me to believe that that is their 5th starter. I'm not 100% certain on that. Again, all these are just kind of speculation. Anybody can really switch in and out, and we've seen that similarly on the Fighting Tigers side, at least in the boys varsity level, although the Lady Tigers have remained relatively consistent with their starting lineup throughout the season. So we can also see, and again, we talked about the rebounds per game being 2 higher than the Lady Tigers. Lily Nottingham averages 6.5, Lindsey Thurman averages 5.5, Bailey Hurst averages 4.5, and Olivia Weatherhold averages 4.5, and then Emily Bennett averages 3.5. So really pretty spread out as far as rebounding is concerned. They don't have a particularly incredible amount of size. Let me check. I believe their tallest player on their roster is listed at 5'8", so the Lady Tigers may have a pretty significant size advantage going into this one, which is not something we expect. Their team's height ranges from 5'8" to 4'5", so it could be interesting. And their team's age also changes quite significantly throughout the team spread. Let's see, I believe they have 3 seniors, and then, 3 juniors as well, and then 3 8th graders, 1 7th grader, and 1 freshman. So not a lot of freshmen or sophomores, not a single sophomore on the varsity side for the Lady Aces. But yeah, 3 seniors, 3 juniors, so they're definitely going to lose a lot of experience going into next season, but they will once again have 3 seniors, so I guess we will see how that plays out. And again, I believe all 3 of their seniors are starting, although I'm not certain on that. Yes, I believe Hurst, Weatherholt, and Nottingham, all seniors, will be starting. And again, could just be speculation. Never really know what's going to happen until the game starts, but that is my guess for what we're going to see from Cloverport. As far as how the game goes is concerned, I will not be putting any predictions on that. It's not my thing to call. We're just here to watch the game and talk about it as it happens. So the Lady Tigers going into this game, again, coming off of a big win over the Lady Mustangs of Muhlenberg County. So they are currently sitting 14-2 atop the 3rd region in RPI, sitting at a 651, which is, I think, pretty impressive given the next highest contender for 3rd region by RPI is Owensboro Catholic with a 618. So definitely a pretty big difference there. And Owensboro Catholic is sitting 10-6 on the season. I believe Owensboro Catholic just beat Henderson County the other day, which Henderson is, I believe, atop the 2nd region, and they are notably one of the better teams in the state. So that's definitely giving us a lot of hope going into the Henderson County game. And again, the Lady Tigers play them on March the 5th. So the next time we will see the Lady Tigers in action will be, or I guess not, we won't see them because it won't be on Breck Live, but they will be going against February 27th at South Warren, but they're playing against Barron County. And then the next game on Breck Live for the Lady Tigers will be March 2nd against Ohio County at 7 p.m. So that one should be a pretty exciting one. But again, Lady Tigers now, I say now, but still sitting atop the 3rd region. Let's see, they currently, again, 14-2, so they've played 16 games, and they've outscored opponents by 305 total points. So still averaging around that 20-point victory, even following the loss to Bethlehem over in, I believe, Louisville, not for certain on that one. But they played at Bullitt East and lost by 14, so that was only their 2nd loss of the season. Of course, the big loss early in the season, I believe, January the 22nd to Meade County. That one was a heartbreaker after the shot at the very end of regulation by Peyton Bradley to win that game. But kind of going over the Lady Tigers schedule in abstract, because not really a ton to talk about here, but again, we've seen a pretty consistent theme from them all year. They beat Mercy 62-57, beat Grayson County 80-45, North Bullitt 75-35, Apollo 61-35, South Warren 72-35. That is kind of odd. There are several games where the opponent scored exactly 35 points for the Lady Tigers. But yeah, they have won every game except Meade County by 1, which was an unfortunate home loss. And that, I think, showed some of the biggest weaknesses that we have, which were, again, free throw shooting. And then once we fell down, we were down, I think, 12-14 at one point. Ended up coming back and taking the lead and then losing on a last-second shot, which was, again, pretty heartbreaking. But it was an exciting game. They nearly came out with the win. But continuing on from the Meade County game, they then beat Barron County. The game against Central Hardin was canceled, but then they beat Owensboro Catholic. They beat Owensboro. They beat Hancock County pretty handily. And then they beat Connor, which they played at Butler High School. And then, let's see, beat Whitesville Trinity, beat Webster County, which that was a big win for them, a big confidence booster. Webster County also in the second region, so one of those big teams we wanted to beat. And then Bethlehem, I'm actually not certain of which region Bethlehem's in. I believe it is the E-Town region. I will have to check that. And yes, it is. So that's Region 5, which has Elizabethtown, who's currently 13-0 on the season, Bardstown, who's 16-3 on the season, and E-Town has a 714 RPI, so very high-ranked team. And Bethlehem has a 685, I believe, RPI, and they were ranked 14th in the state. I believe Lady Tigers were ranked 21st, I believe, before the Muhlenberg game, so I don't know if that's changed. I'm sure that hasn't affected the Lady Tigers standing much because Muhlenberg's RPI is not particularly high. But that is pretty much it as far as this beginning of the season's concerned. Let's see. I say beginning, but, we've gotten through a good majority of the season now. But again, they lost to Bethlehem by 14, which I have been told, I did not get to see that game live or the film of it, but from what I've heard, Bethlehem shot the ball very well, and we struggled to knock down some shots that we would otherwise routinely knock down. So what I've heard, we were pretty much right in that game most of the way. We had to foul near the end, and I think that may be partially responsible for the large gap in scoring. But, all credit attributed to Bethlehem. I think they probably played a great game, and I know Bethlehem's a great team, so not particularly angry to lose that game. And then again, following that, which 2 days ago, we played Muhlenberg County, picked up the big home win 66-36. The first quarter was a little bit shaky, which is a theme we have also seen pretty consistently for the Lady Tigers. They don't start off particularly hot. They have in a few instances. I think Mercy, they started off very well, and I think the majority of the action we see from the Lady Tigers almost always occurs in the second and third quarters. They have a tendency to pick up steam very quickly, especially once the defense kind of adapts to the play style of whatever the other team is doing. And the Lady Tigers, we have seen them in many different defensive variations. We've seen them in full court man a few times. We've seen them go in a 2-2-1 press. We've seen a 1-2-2 press. We've seen in the half court man-to-man defense. We've seen a 2-3 zone. We also saw a bit of a modified 3-2 zone. And then another full court defense I forgot about. We played a 1-3-1 press. Can't remember exactly which game that was. I think that may have been South Warren. Cannot remember exactly. But it's been a very good season overall for the Lady Tigers. They've done a great job, I think, defensively of being able to convert jumps into the passing lane and deflections and things into easy transition points. I think that's one of the things they do very well. And I think that is in large part due to the fact they are such an athletic team. For not having a lot of size, we make up for that a lot in athleticism, particularly with senior Aaliyah Mucker, junior Isabel Grimes, and then juniors Sydney and Skylar Tucker. I think they do a great job, particularly on defense, jumping passing lanes, and just I don't know if swarming is exactly the word I'm looking for, but defensively swarming the other team, making them as uncomfortable as possible. I think that's one of the biggest assets that you can have in basketball. And as they say, defense wins championships. That's one of the things that you really have to focus on. If the other team's not scoring, it doesn't matter how many points you score, as long as it's, I mean, I guess theoretically over 0, you would win the game if the other team never scored. So, pretty exciting. And then the Lady Tigers, again, one of the top 3-point shooting teams in the state, which is phenomenal, I must say. Top 3-point shooters, I believe, Aaliyah Mucker and then Cassidy McDaniel. I believe Aaliyah had 23 in the game against Muhlenberg. I can actually check that in just a moment just to be sure of the team stats overall. But yes, Aaliyah did have 23. Believe it was kind of an interesting game how things started off. So the first quarter of action wasn't particularly exciting. It was remarkably slow, even by the expectations that we had sort of going into it. So the score at the end of the first quarter was 13-7. Very low scoring for the Lady Tigers, and again, the Lady Tigers average 63 points per game. So the end of the first quarter, the score was 13-7. Both teams, honestly, looked pretty timid coming out of the gate. Muhlenberg's in a bit of a rebuilding period right now. They were led in scoring by Bogus, I believe, and she did a very great job of just kind of trying to get things done. I think she got exhausted as the game wore on, which you can't expect when you're kind of trying to do everything. But again, continuing on from that, so the first quarter was pretty slow. The second quarter was when we really saw the Lady Tigers, I guess for an interesting phrase would be to pounce defensively on the other team. They got into the full court press, and it picked up steam very quickly. Defensively, they played very well, jumped a lot of passing lanes, achieved a lot of deflections, and were eventually able to pull ahead with a lead. The end score at halftime was 35-17, so you could see the gap widened pretty substantially there with the Lady Tigers scoring 22 in the second quarter. And if I remember correctly, I believe Isabel put on a fantastic display in the second quarter. Several crazy dribble moves. I believe she had 8 points on like 3 or 4 possessions, which was fantastic work. And, she always does a great job handling the ball and being able to finish around the basket. And then going into the halftime break, they had a lot of momentum, nearly knocked down a half-court buzzer beater to end the half. And everybody was super excited and pumped up, and they'd kind of really taken the lead. And then they brought that momentum with them into the third quarter, and they really showed up for that. I believe the end of the third quarter score was 54-24, and one of our key players in the third quarter was Aaliyah Mucker, and also Skylar Tucker did a great job defensively. I think she had, 3 or 4 blocks. I'm not 100% certain on that statistic, but it was frightening, honestly, defensively. I cannot imagine being one of the Lady Mustangs and going up for a routine jump shot from the corner and then Skylar Tucker coming out of nowhere and just putting it straight out of bounds pretty much. But yes, so Aaliyah Mucker played very well in the third quarter. I believe she picked up 3 or 4 steals on a few possessions in a row. As it is with basketball, many times scoring comes in spurts, and the Lady Tigers had a lot of momentum in that third quarter, especially in the opening minutes of it. That was when the gap really widened. I think there was a point where Muhlenberg was down 42-21. I feel like I remember that just because I was like, yay, they got back to half, because I don't know. I like to be as positive as possible about the other teams. That's what I'm here to do, is spread some positivity. But anyway, so in that third quarter, Leah had a few steals on a few possessions in a row. I believe she had 10 or 15 points picked up in that quarter. And then eventually the scoring stats at the end of the game, Cassidy had 10, Aaliyah had 23, Isabel had 15, Sydney had 10, Skylar had 2, Kaylee had 2, and Natalie had 2. We saw some great minutes from Kaylee Huffines and Natalie Henning, and I believe Caroline Lucas as well, all coming off the bench. They all did a great job worked very well with the rest of the varsity squad, and I thought they got some great minutes in that game. Didn't do a ton of scoring, but I thought particularly on the defensive end, they did a very good job. And I don't know, overall a great win for the Lady Tigers. I think they have a lot of momentum going into this game. I don't want to say like they're being overconfident. I think they aren't particularly worried about this game. I don't know, like no slight on Cloverport or anything. Cloverport's a great school. Again, they have a solid record on the season, sitting at 4-7. They've played some very interesting teams. They've won some good games, won by a hefty margin. Okay, and this was the other statistic I wanted to talk about. Obviously, I can't like be face to face with somebody bringing up this number or what it means, but so Valley High School, one of the teams that Cloverport beat, they won 66-23. So we're going to, conveniently assume that Valley is not one of the better schools in the state. I could check RPI on that, but I'm not certain. Either way, again, no slight to the hottest start of a team we've seen so far. Things maybe could pick up for them. Who's really to say? Lady Tigers have it.
Park Ridge County not slowing down at all either.
No, they certainly have not. They are shooting at every juncture.
They're quick-paced until about 40 points.
Yeah, that's, I think, a theme we're probably going to see the rest of the season. Is Aaliyah Mucker finally knocks down the team's first three. So Aaliyah now has 7 on the game following that 3. As Lady Ace is bringing it the other direction.
Nottingham bringing the ball up quickly down the court.
As Thurman now has it on the left wing. She's going to dribble around.
Nice find inside.
Finds Nottingham, who maybe was fouled there but can't quite finish. And Sydney Tucker's going to take it the other way. She knocks down the 2. Wow. So Sydney Tucker, the junior there, pretty much goes coast to coast to finish there. And Lady Aces not really slowing down. Maybe a little demoralized.
Sure, a walk was called. Okay. A little
Probably
bit of sliding going down there, but it's fine. We're up 18-0.
Yeah, I don't think it's of much concern currently. But
Sydney Tucker and Aaliyah Mucker are going to be coming out. Kaylee Huffines and Caroline Lucas coming in.
All right, so looks like now everyone has come into the game. The Lady Tigers already been through the whole roster. 6 minutes in here in the first quarter, and score 18-0. As Lady Ace is struggling to get any sort of action going. They've had a few good back cuts. They just haven't quite capitalized on them.
Almost picked up by Isabel Grimes.
So Dupin has it. Gets to Nottingham, who looks for Dupin inside. Just can't quite get it to her. Goes over her head. And Lady Tiger is going to take it the other way. So not the hottest start for the Lady Aces. They have had some struggles here early.
It's definitely going to need to be. They're going to have to definitely find some confidence to make some impact into this game now.
Yeah, the press, I would say, has certainly discombobulated them a little bit. They are certainly not at their peak level of comfort.
Natalie Henning couldn't get that to go up.
As Lady Aces are going to bring it the other way once again, maybe to get their first basket. As I believe Hurst has it, and Isabel Grimes jumps that passing lane on the way to Thurman, and she takes it the other way and is fouled, so she's going to get 2 free throws. It's about a minute to go here in the first. Cloverport still scoreless. Lady Tigers currently reside at 18 points. So, not a whole lot to speak of, really. It's just been a pretty good performance of the Lady Tigers so far, who I think are still 0 for 3 from the free throw line, if I'm correct there.
So.
Isabel, okay, she makes it 1 for 4. She knocks down the first, so she now has 5 points on the game. And we are going to see what happens here. See if the Lady Tigers are going to stay in the press. I don't think they are, judging by how everybody's dropped back. And yes, they're actually going to go into a half-court man-to-man defense. So a little bit of a change there as Isabel Grimes misses the second free throw. But Lady Ace is going to bring it the other direction and try and get something
Lucas
working.
With the heavy defense.
Nottingham's going to take it, and she finishes.
Gets the first couple of points there for Cloverport as it's just under a minute to go.
As Isabel Grimes has it. Looks for Kaylee Huffines inside.
Kaylee Huffines just couldn't get the finish.
She is fouled, though, so 2 free throws now for Kaylee Huffines, the 8th grader. So she has a pretty impressive tactical advantage in the post. Being as tall as she is, she was able to post up behind the defender there, and Isabel gave her a nice lofted pass, so she's going to knock down the first one.
I see she's been working on her free throw shooting.
For sure. And I think the Lady Tigers have finally broken the 60% threshold on average free throw shooting following the game against Muhlenberg, as Kaylee knocks down the second one there. She now has 2 on the game following those 2 free throws.
Yeah, if Kaylee can just get the free throw shooting down and being able to finish a lot better under the paint, she's going to be a heck of a player whenever she gets a little bit older.
Yeah, and you can see how well she does defensively with her awareness. Being able to watch the ball and watch the person you're guarding at the same time, very important traits. And she's gotten some great minutes in JV games and does a great job. So definitely an up-and-coming player for the Lady Tigers in coming years here.
So that was passed out of bounds by Cloverport. So Caroline Lucas is going to be bringing the ball up now with just about 15 seconds. Most likely going to hold for last shot as we are up 21-2.
So Caroline holding the ball here.
Heavy defense there. Aaliyah, the three-pointer, is good in the corner.
So Leah Mucker going to knock down the 3. She now has 10 points on the game, averaging, I think, 16 on the season. So it's been a pretty good first quarter for her so far. Sitting well above her average is the Lady Tigers, currently with 24 points on a pace to score nearly 100. So, I don't know, even after that pretty significant dry spell there at the beginning, after the first couple of minutes, scoreless for both teams. And then Lady Tigers' momentum picked up a bit there once the defense led to a few steals, and they were able to finally finish some buckets. But overall, I thought they played pretty well in the first quarter after that, I don't know, I guess dry spell would be the best phrase for it. They just weren't really knocking down any shots. I believe they've hit one three this quarter. I think they've only made 1.
Aaliyah's had 2.
Aaliyah's had 2 threes. Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, so that's interesting numbers. We're used to seeing a little bit higher three-point percentage. I believe we're
just struggled a little early on with Cassidy and Sydney. I believe Skylar had an attempt, but it was off. Not really what we need this game, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Just trying to find it down in the paint and use our height to our advantage, which has been doing really well for us.
Yeah, and that's one of the interesting things about the Lady Tigers. And again, I think I talked about this in the pregame a little bit, but they have a bit of an issue in the first quarter with heating up. They, at least in the first few minutes, generally don't shoot the ball fantastic, and that really starts to pick up as the game goes along. And again, we talked about the value point system from Huddle again, which again, I
don't remember it at all.
Yeah,
I really don't.
I have like vague ideas of what exactly it means, but essentially it just proves that the Lady Tigers continue to get better as the game goes on, as Kaylee Huffines picks up an offensive rebound.
Yeah.
Picks up an offensive rebound and knocks down the 2 there. So now Lady Tigers lead 26-2. As Lady Ace is going to bring it the other direction. Nottingham has it.
Almost a nice pass inside, but off the foot there of Nottingham, but Aaliyah's going to pick it up.
Oh, she kicks to Skylar in the corner, goes to Caroline at the top. And the Lady Aces, I believe, set up in a 3-2 zone. I can't really tell 100% certain, but it's either a 3-2 or a 2-3. But they get the rebound there, and they're going to take it the other direction.
So they're going to be bringing back in the starters, I believe.
So, yes, all 4 people who were on the bench are coming back. As I believe Nottingham has it at the top. Moving around, guarded well by Caroline Lucas. And Lady Aces have thrown it out once more, as she couldn't quite find Hurst on that pass.
Quite a few unforced turnovers for the Lady Aces.
Yeah, they have struggled pretty mightily with ball handling and turnovers. I mean, they've gotten some good looks the few times they've gotten it inside, just haven't quite been able to convert. And I think part of that has to do with the Lady Tigers playing a very physical game. But overall, I think Cloverport has really just had some struggles with, kind of odd things. Not necessarily odd, but the Lady Tigers press is one of those things that we always expect to kind of ruffle some of the opposition strategy as far as offense is concerned. And again, that 1-2-2 at the beginning worked very well. And we have dropped back into a half-court man, so obviously that's not as big of a factor anymore. The full court press is, but timeout there called by Coach Mormon. So maybe trying to draw up some sort of play, like run this like it's practice almost. I don't know, since running against an opponent who may not have knowledge of what they're planning to do. I don't know. Maybe try and find some new tactics. Not really sure. I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens as the, let's see, starting lineup back in, excluding Aaliyah, as Skylar Tucker is in her position currently. So Cassie's going to inbound, gets it into Isabel Grimes, and she kicks it over to Sydney on the left wing, and looks like they're swinging it around.
Isabel wide open in the corner for the three. And it's no good.
No good. Rebound falls to Cloverport as Bennett has it.
Picked up by Sydney Tucker as that was kind of kicked around by Skylar.
It was an interesting defensive play, as I think the Lady Aces are indeed set up in a 3-2 zone.
Oh, in and out there by Lily Critchlow. Would have been her first 2 points of the game.
It's a pretty nice little looking jump shot there. She can't quite knock it down, unfortunately, but Lady Tigers with 3 people in one passing lane.
Yeah.
And Cloverport has kind of put it right into that passing lane. Sydney Tucker has it, takes to Skylar inside. She goes for 2 and finishes.
Nice touch there by Skylar, bringing it 28-2.
As definitely some struggles, both offensively and defensively for the Lady Aces. I feel like defensively they've done a decent job given the size differential that they have. I feel like the zone has kind of helped them. There have certainly been moments where they've shown some good prowess as far as giving pressure is concerned, particularly at the top of the paint. As they swing it around now on offense, Hurst goes for 2. No good. And rebound falls to Sydney Tucker. And Cassidy's going to take it the other way quickly. And she goes up. Cannot quite finish there on Thurman.
And Cassie picks up her first 2 points of the game, 30-2. Big body in it down low. With 5 minutes to go in the first half now.
So the Lady Tigers still lead 30-2. And Lady Ace is struggling for an answer right now. Thurman has it. She dribbles around and trying to find some help here. She's kind of pressed inside by Lily Critchlow, and she finds Bennett. Bennett's going to take her dribble. Kicks over to Nottingham as Sydney Tucker gets in that passing lane. Nottingham has it. She dribbles. Screen from Thurman.
And that's picked up there by Skylar. I'd like to mention the Brevard County defense is being very careful about fouling as they only have 1.
Yeah.
And that was just coast to coast there for Skylar Tucker.
So we've now seen both the Tucker twins do that on the game, take it the entire length of the court and finish. As Skylar Tucker now with an opportunity for a 3-point play. So Coach Mormon now talking tactics with the rest of the team, as I'm assuming we are anticipating Skylar knocking this free throw down. That or I just don't think he cares about getting the rebound at this point, but Skylar is going to knock it down. So some confidence there. And Skylar now has 5 on the game following that made free throw. Score is now 33-2. And Lady Tigers have dropped back into a 2-3 zone now, interestingly. So they're switching things up a good bit considering the score line. So I guess trying some new things out as Isabel Grimes is going to strip Thurman there.
It.
And and she oddly misses that. I don't know exactly if by saying dunk it you're thinking maybe of your fanboyness for Kavion Mitchell last year. You pretty fond of him, I know. Maybe missing
Careful.
that.
Careful.
Maybe missing that a little bit. As Isabel Grimes, oddly enough, did not make that.
Yeah, that I don't know.
That was weird. So Sydney Tucker is at the free throw line now, and she misses the first.
So Leah Mucker's going to come back in for Skylar as it's 33-2.
And
Sydney going to the line again.
And you mentioned a second ago, the Lady Tigers only have 1 foul.
Yeah, that's kind of surreal for them anyway.
In 12 minutes of basketball, as aggressively as they're playing defensively, like with the number of steals they've gotten, to only have 1 foul is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, maybe there's a couple times that you probably could call a foul. I'm not sure. Like, they're wrestling around a bit down low, so it's hard to say. But, I mean, there's just not a whole lot of fouls being called in general.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, 8 total fouls all game, or the whole game so far, and that's just stripped by Isabel Grimes, made it look easy.
She has some nice hands there, and she finds Sydney Tucker inside, who finishes for 2. So Sydney Tucker now has 11 on the game.
And they're bringing in Natalie Henning, Caroline Lucas, and Kaylee Huffines back.
So interestingly, the only foul the Lady Tigers have had was the one inside where cannot recall who it was.
It was Aaliyah Mucker.
I think Weatherholt was hit in the face though, like hit in the eye.
I believe it was Weatherholt that was hit.
Then there was like a delayed foul call. It's kind of interesting, but
yeah, I'm not sure how they missed it.
It was weird.
I guess all the refs were moving down the court, I guess, and only one caught it because she was just hunched over.
Yeah, that was interesting
right
for sure.
Right in the nose, right in the eye area.
So yeah, that was interesting. Obviously a bit shaken up after that, and the score now sits 36-2. So things not looking their best for the Lady Aces. But I think there's definitely some things they've done well. Despite having a lot of adversity with ball handling, I think defensively they've done a pretty good job applying pressure. There have been a few opportunities where they've left the paint open for the Lady Tigers, and honestly, I think a lot of that just has to do with the size differential. Again, Lady Aces, and I mean the Lady Tigers are not a large team by any stretch of the imagination, but the Lady Aces roster just has a particularly low amount of height. So obviously that's gonna cause a bit of struggle for them inside.
But for what they lack in height, they make up for in quickness.
Yeah, the Lady
Tigers,
Tigers,
which is definitely beneficial when it comes to girls basketball in the state of Kentucky.
And now they're in a 3-2 zone.
Okay, they attempted this with Meade County. I assume this is going to be kind of a simulation almost.
Yeah,
trying to get some practice with it. It did not go for them at all against Meade County. They left so many open shooters, and Sydney's going to go for the easy layup there. But yeah, as I was talking, they struggled really pretty hard with the 3-2 last time they used it against Meade County, that is.
Yeah, that was when, who was it? I believe Gallimore knocked down like 4 threes.
Yeah.
Gosh, that was such a crazy game. I can't believe we almost won that as far behind as we were. It was crazy. I feel like that definitely could have been a win. And
yes, that's another strip by Sydney Tucker going up for the layup.
And she finishes that one.
It's now 40-2.
So Sydney Tucker currently our leading scorer with 15 points here in the second quarter, as scoreline now reads 40-2 in favor of the Lady Tigers. And Lady Ace is looking for some more points to get on the board here. Bennett has it, and she kicks over to Stinnett, kicks over to Thurman. And Lady Aces moving around slowly and tactically here. As kicks to Nottingham now. Kicks back to Stinnett. As she attempts to drive here and is double teamed, she falls. I believe they are going to call it travel there. As Lady Tigers now take possession.
As Cassie McDaniel and Isabel Grimes come in for Sydney Tucker and Aaliyah Mucker. Isabel's going to be inbounding it to Caroline.
So
bring it up the court.
Caroline Lucas now bringing it up. They have halted operation now, is trying to run some sort of play here. And two forwards have come up.
Wide open in the corner for the three. Too strong.
So Cassidy's had some shooting struggles in this game. Unprecedented amount, really. She's generally one of our best shooters. Over 40% from three on the season. And she has struggled this game. I don't know that she's made one so far. But
I don't believe she's made a three, no.
She has 2 points on the board from some work inside that we're not used to seeing. But Lady Ace is swinging it around. Thurman goes for two, and she is fouled.
Almost a clean block there by Cassie McDaniel. Just got the hand bent over a little bit too much on her. So going to be going up for some free throws now.
So the Lady Aces with a chance to get to 4 points now on the game if Thurman knocks both of these down. And knocks down the first.
That's the first point since, I believe, what was it, the first quarter, into the first quarter?
Yeah, I can't remember the exact time that they scored, but it has been a while since the Aces last got some points on the board. So Thurman knocks down both of them. Pretty confident shots there. As scoreline now reads 40-4 as Lady Tigers bring it the other direction. And looks like they're going to be running some variation of high, I believe, and they are trying to find Kaylee Huffines inside. Caroline Lucas, a little bit too much energy on that pass to Cassidy McDaniel. dribbles around, finds Kaylee Huffines inside. She kicks to Isabel Grimes, who goes for three. No good. Rebound there. Falls to Bennett. As Nottingham has it now. So Lady Aces moving it around once more here. Nottingham has it. Kicks over to Thurman, who I believe has currently all of their points. I think Thurman has all four. As Bennett has it. She kicks over.
I believe Nottingham drove in earlier and got 2 points.
You know what? I think you're right. I don't know why I thought that was Thurman, but yeah. Now that you mention it, I think you may be right there. As Caroline Lucas has it, and we are going to hold for last shot here. Halftime. Seen Isabel Grimes do this play plenty of times before. 3 seconds remain here. 2 seconds. Cassidy has it. She drives, goes for two, and finishes it. So
Buzzer beater there.
So Cassidy McDaniel just beats the buzzer, and she picks up her fourth points of the game. So the score now reads 42-4. Lady Tigers up on the Lady Aces of Cloverport at halftime, and my goodness, this has been a tough one for the Lady Aces. They have not really seen a lot of action. There's things they've done well, but overall they've had a lot of struggles. I feel like they've shown heart, though. I don't think they've given up. I think they're still playing with energy despite being down such a large margin. I think the Lady Tigers have done a great job defensively and offensively, finishing some baskets. They started off with a bit of a dry spell as far as shooting was concerned, but definitely picked it up into the first quarter and going into the second quarter. I believe that's pretty much all I have to say on the first half.
I don't have much else to say. You got it pretty well covered, Lincoln.
All right.
So I think we're going to go to a commercial break for a little while, and we'll see you back right before the beginning of the second half. Welcome back, everybody. We have just about 2 minutes to go until the start of the second half. Lady Tigers are leading the Cloverport Aces 42-4. Pretty dominant game.
Really not much else to add.
Not much else to add.
Yeah.
Cloverport, they really have the shots that they've been able to get off were the ones that went in. I mean, pretty much. They got a drive in by Nottingham in the late of the first quarter, and then fouled in free throws for Thurman in the second quarter. So they have not been I think I've seen them maybe take 1 or 2 jumpers all game, and I mean that just shows, and it's not really their
I don't think
ability and like lack of confidence. It's really just the defense by Berkranch County and the offense being run by the Aces. They have not been able to find any openings whatsoever to get a shot off. And, I mean, that's just on – I would say that's more on coaching, the coaching part, the aspect of that. Not much else I'm going to say about that. I mean, the score says what it says. I mean,
really not much fault to anybody so much as, you just have to brag on what the Lady Tigers have done.
Yeah.
They put up defenses that stop some of the best teams in the state. Let's see, I don't know. We weren't really unfortunately able to stop Bethlehem, but we've done a really good job, particularly against Mercy. I think we held them to 40 points in the first 3 quarters. We were up 19 on Mercy. We just almost blew it at the end. But, I mean, we've been able to put on a pretty stifling defense regardless of our opponent. And, I think probably the best example would be the Owensboro Catholic game, 48-39 win at the Sports Center. I think that one was a great showing defensively.
I would just like to add that every single game that have heard about from the Sports Center, they're all low scoring. Every single one of them. I don't think anybody likes the court. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
That's
I'm trying to
I've
think.
heard.
I believe it was Skylar I talked to who was like, "Yeah, we enjoy shooting at the Sports Center." And I was like,
"Well, I've heard.
Whoa.
I've heard other that is not the case. I know some former players don't really like playing at the Sports Center either.
Fair enough.
I'm not sure if it's just because of the size and probably more of a crowd, I guess. The openness, I don't know.
I've only played at the Sports Center twice, but I didn't think it was that bad. But it's definitely a different atmosphere.
Yeah.
But the Lady Aces take first possession.
A confident shot there. Wasn't a bad-looking shot, but it's going to be picked up by Lily Critchlow. And we have the starters in. Aaliyah Mucker on the drive. Didn't go at all.
She kind of threw that one against the rim a little bit, but
kind of just launched it up against 2 defenders.
Lady Aces did certainly have an opportunity there to get another basket in, and I guess the Lady Tiger defense has just been stifling. I mean, you can see Aaliyah Mucker all over the ball right now.
Yeah, right now they're in a 1-3-1 with Aaliyah up top.
And Cloverport, I believe, on the season is about a 25% three-point shooting percentage, which is not a great number. So to have the inside sort of locked down like it is by this Lady Tigers defense, their three-point shooting ability not being great, I think has really hurt them. I don't think they have a lot of confidence from outside, and I think that has hurt them. As looks like Cloverport's still in that 3-2 zone. So Lady Tigers moving around here. Sydney Tucker has it, finds Isabel, who kicks to Aaliyah,
nice
kicks back to
passing
Sydney.
Around there, but no good on the shot for Sydney Tucker.
I think the Lady Tigers, despite missing a lot of three-point percentage has been, it's kind of tanked in this game. I think their ball movement has been really good.
Just stop shooting the threes.
Yeah.
Let's not hurt the percentages too much more.
Well, I think the ball movement in particular has been really good. Like, we found a lot of open shots, and particularly in the paint. We've done a really good job offensive rebounding, which, again, we have a pretty big size advantage. For anybody just tuning in, this has been a pretty one-sided affair as Lady Tigers just slow it down there after pretty much a easy opportunity at a transition play. But Isabel Grimes has it. She drives, goes up on 3 defenders, and knocks it down.
Nice little Euro step there, bringing it 44-4.
So Isabel now has 7 on the game following that bucket. So that was, I believe, the first bucket of the second half. So a couple minutes in here. Has 3 on the way for Weatherholt, no good. And fighting for the offensive rebound.
Not a bad-looking shot, just going to have to take more of them, and eventually they'll probably start to fall.
One can certainly hope so, as it's been pretty unfortunate game so far for the Lady Aces, but
yeah. Lady Aces have found a few more openings now as we've moved into that 1-3-1. Probably a little bit of an experiment for Breckinridge County. Cassidy, with the fake, passes around to Sydney, to Aaliyah. Driving in, jumper on the baseline is good.
Nice shot by Aaliyah there. She now has 12 following that bucket. As Nottingham going to bring it up here.
Keeping it slow. Just make sure she didn't have 10 seconds there.
As perhaps dreading what's to come from the defense as they get down the court. I don't know. Thurman has it and fires over to Nottingham. Thurman has it in the middle, double teamed now, and Aaliyah Mucker's going to take it away.
Slowing it down just a little bit.
So Aaliyah kicks out to Sydney. They're going to set up some sort of offense here. So my assumption is that they're going to try and find Cassidy for a three. And nice defensive play there by Dupin.
Right out of bounds.
I think she jumped that passing lane pretty nicely there.
Kind of an obvious pass there from Isabel to Cassidy.
Pretty readable. Don't think that one's going to get through a lot of defenses. A little bit telegraphed there.
Thinking about it again, goes high instead this time.
Cassidy's going to drive.
No shot.
Looks like they have 4 down low right now. Just trying to get a drive going. As Sydney Tucker has it, she kicks to Isabel in the corner. She goes for 3. No good. As the three-point shooting struggles continue. And Lady Aces take it the other direction. Now the bench coming in for the Lady Tigers. Olivia Weatherhold has it right now. Thurman has it. It's over to Bennett.
And almost a steal by Aaliyah Mucker.
So Nottingham's going to take it and kicks out to Weatherhold, who goes for 3. No good, but fairly close to being on the mark there. As everyone's going to come out except for, it looks like Cassidy McDaniel. So looks like the clock is now running. So the Lady Tigers up 46-4. And about 3 minutes to go now in this third quarter of action. Not been a particularly eventful one with, I believe, only 4 points scored by both teams.
So, yeah.
As Kaylee Huffines has it at the top. Kicks it to Natalie Henning. Kicks to Caroline Lucas, who gives it to Cassidy. She goes for 3. Knocks it down.
And there's Cassidy's first 3, bringing it 49-4.
So Cassidy now has 7 following that 3. So Lady Aces have it now. Trying to get a bucket, and the Lady Tigers have dropped into a 2-3 now.
Caroline got a little hand on that there. As
Thurman's
just going to pass it around a little bit. Up at the top, not going down low.
And I think they've just had so many struggles getting it inside every time.
And can't find anybody. Nobody's coming to pick up the ball.
You can see defensively, particularly on the perimeter, Lady Tigers are not giving any openings to the inside. Especially, you could see Skylar Tucker there guarding Bennett in the corner. And she just had no look into the paint. Skylar all over the ball as per usual. As loses it there and picks it up, kicks it to Cassidy. As now running the offense here, Cassidy kicks to Natalie, goes to Skylar. She hands off to Caroline. Caroline's going to drive, kicks to Cassidy. Thinks about a 3, pump fakes, drives, and apparently lost it. And looks like Lady Ace is going to take possession now. Score now 49-4. As sub coming in now, I believe that is going to be Alexis Hurst coming in for Liana Dupin. As Lady Ace is going to inbound, bring it down the other direction as Nottingham has it. And pretty much just trying to avoid a 10-second call now. And she has gotten it over half court now. Nottingham kicks over to Weatherholt, who goes inside to Thurman. And kicks out to Hurst, who goes to Bennett, goes to Nottingham. And she kicks it to Weatherholt, who can't quite control it. She does have it at the top now. She kicks over to Nottingham, who finds Thurman on the inside. She goes up for 2, blocked by Kaylee Huffines. As Cassidy McDaniel has it now, coming the other direction, kicks it to Caroline Lucas in the corner. And she fires up to Natalie Henning, who's going to go to Kaylee. She goes for a deep 2. No good. Rebound falls to Hurst, kicks it to Thurman. And Lady Ace is going to bring it the other direction once more.
So under a minute to go in the third quarter. Breckinridge County only scored about
7, I think. Yes. And Lady Aces still very little action here as Bennett has it. And they're definitely trying to get looks as
And that was a foul there on number 11. I believe Emily Bennett kind of slapped the wrist of Caroline Lucas. So Cassie McDaniel's going to come out. Isabel Grimes in.
So
and it's a running clock now.
Clock running about 20 seconds to go now in the third quarter. Isabel's going to inbound to Caroline. And they are going to bring it down, maybe try and run an offense here, try and get the last shot. As Caroline holding it at the top. Looks like they're going to run 4 low, pretty standard play for them. Isabel has it in the corner. She's going to take it and kicks it over to Natalie Henning, who's going to find Caroline.
3 seconds left.
2 seconds remain. Skylar Tucker goes up, can't finish. So at the end of the third quarter, the Lady Tigers maintain a 49-4 lead over the Lady Aces of Cloverport. Not a particularly exciting second half thus far, but the Lady Tigers have been looking to experiment with some new offenses. So new offenses and defensive, making some tactical shifts to try and learn some things about their play style. Following this game will be the Fighting Tigers playing the Cloverport varsity team. Hopefully that one is a good game. And again, I believe anticipating a win, as you do going into any game. You always hope to win it going into it. Fighting Tigers have had some struggles recently. They lost to Edmonson County the other day. Very close game. Came right down to the wire, but unfortunately we're not able to come out with the win. And that game, I believe, will be commentated by Shelby Ford and Zach Martin. So they will join shortly after this game. And we will have to turn it over to them eventually. But until then, Lady Tigers, Lady Aces, 49-4, and we're jumping right back into this one. So
almost ripped my headset off there.
It happens. As Lady Tigers to inbound here at the beginning of the fourth. And let's see, an interesting lineup in. Isabel, Skylar, Aaliyah, Kaylee, and Caroline all in right now. As Cloverport has now changed into a 2-3 zone. So one of their first defensive adaptations of the game. As Leah Mucker has it inside, finds Isabel at the top. She's going to drive, kicks out to Skylar. She dribbles in, kicks to Leah Mucker. She goes for 3. No good. And offensive rebound falls to Caroline Lucas there. Nice hustle play to get to the ball. And maybe looking for Kaylee Huffines on the inside here as Isabel Grimes in the corner. She finds Aaliyah inside. She goes for 2, and she's fouled, so she's going to have 2 free throws now. So the score now sits at 49-4. If you are just now tuning in, it's been a pretty dominant performance by the Lady Tigers, a bit slow at the beginning of the game. And not really much else to add other than that. Have done a great job defensively in the full court and in the half court as Aaliyah is going to knock down that first free throw. So she now has 13 on the game. Score now sits at 50-4. So Stinnett now comes into the game, as well as, I believe, Nottingham. So Leah knocks down the second one as well, so now she has 14 following that. And Lady Ace is going to bring it the other direction. Lily Nottingham has it.
Oh,
and
wasn't paying attention there.
Looks for Ava Nottingham and can't quite find her as Caroline Lucas has it now. And she swings it over to Aaliyah. She goes for 3. Knocks it down. As Aaliyah Mucker now has 17 following that 3. So the score now sits at 54-4. About 6.5 minutes to go in this ball game. Weatherholt goes for 3. No good. Statistically, she has to make one of those eventually. Nice hustle play.
In the trap. Can't find anybody. It's over to Hurst.
And now Nottingham has it once more. She dribbles around, finds Ava Nottingham. Kicks it over to Weatherholt. And kicks it to Hurst, who goes inside to Weatherholt. Thinks about going up here. And just can't quite control the ball. Stinnett goes for 2. No good. Rebounded by Aaliyah Mucker.
I'd like to say I see the boys wearing the classic old school uniforms tonight.
They've got the retro gear on. As now Lady Tigers running the offense. Isabel Grimes drives in. Can't finish. And Lady Aces take it the other way. Rebound falls to Nottingham. And they've slowed it down a little bit. Ava Nottingham has it now. And kicks it over to Hurst. And kicks it to Weatherholt, who kicks to Lily Nottingham. Kicks it to Hurst inside. Isabel Grimes gets a deflection there. The ball does fall to Stinnett. And she's going to kick it to Olivia Weatherholt. And back over to Hurst, who throws it back to Weatherholt. And now Lady Tigers with a deflection there. They come away with the steal. Aaliyah Mucker has it in transition. It's to Isabel, who kicks to Skylar. She goes for 3. And no good there. Ball is going to go out on Aaliyah Mucker. So
I believe they said out on. Hang on.
I don't think there's any way that was out on Cloverport.
Hang on a second.
If they call that, I
Wait a
am
minute.
stunned.
Okay, never mind. Okay,
I was going to say I am stunned if they call that out on
Cloverport.
Cloverport. So
No, I was about to challenge that.
Cloverport thought about maybe getting a sub in there, but they move it around as Lily Nottingham has it here at the top of the offense. Kicks over to Weatherholt. She kicks over to Hurst. And kicks it to Stennett. She goes for 3. No good, but very close as rebound falls to Kaylee Huffines. And Stennett now grounded and seems to be in a bit of pain. Not sure, maybe an ankle injury.
I know her and Kaylee kind of collided there.
Looked like it as Cloverport coach now coming over. And Kaylee Roach now comes into the game for the Lady Aces. As Cloverport coach still examining Stennett, who is on the ground, and it seems she has gotten up, being a bit tender on that ankle. And Coach Boards come over to help as she now slowly hobbles off the court. And hopefully that injury is fixed shortly. Hopefully nothing residual, as Lady Tiger is going to have it now. 4.5 minutes to go. Score sits at 54-4. Cassidy McDaniel has it. Kicks to Kaylee Huffines. She kicks over to Natalie Henning, but Roach gets in the passing lane. Nice deflection there as Lily Critchlow finds Cassidy McDaniel inside. She finishes.
So it's now 56-4 with the running clock. About 4 minutes to go.
So a lot more interior action from Cassidy McDaniel in this game than we were expecting.
Yeah, a lot of interior action just from everybody this game.
Mhm.
Three-point shooting has been kind of down. Aaliyah Mucker with the exception, but even she hasn't taken too many attempts.
As Hurst has it, finds Roach.
Brack has dropped into a 2-3 here.
Ava Nottingham has it, finds Olivia Weatherholt, who kicks over to Lily Nottingham. And she kicks it to Roach at the top. And deflected by Sydney Tucker. She comes away with the steal. And Coach Mormon calls a timeout to get the subs in, it seems.
So Caroline Lucas is coming in now.
So just a quick substitution there for the Lady Tigers. As I believe a sub also came in for the Lady Aces. Burden now in the game. And looks like Lady Tigers trying to set up some sort of offense here. Natalie Henning has it on the wing. Kicks back to Caroline, who kicks to Lily Critchlow inside.
Nice passing around. Not sure if they're going to go for the shot here. Just going to keep passing it.
As Lily found inside once more. Finds Kaylee Huffine. She goes for 2. Can't finish. And she's going to get 2 free throws now. Opportunity to extend the lead to 54.
Man, I tell you, I could use a good concession stand burger right now.
That does sound a bit enticing. But again, if you are just now tuning in, this second half has not been particularly exciting, but Kaylee Huffines does knock down that free throw.
She has greatly improved of her free throw form, I tell you.
You can tell that she puts in a lot of hard work constantly to try and improve. And again, we talked about it earlier. I think she is going to be one of the most notable players of the Lady Tigers, particularly in the next year, 2 years. Anything you put a lot of effort into, you're going to yield a lot of results from. So hopefully we see that happen. As Lady Aces have it going the other direction. Score now 58-4. Ava Nottingham kicks it over to Burden. Roach has it. She finds Lily Nottingham, who kicks to Olivia Weatherholt. She dribbles around, kicks it up to Burden. And she kicks it over to Ava Nottingham, who kicks it to Roach. Maybe thought about the 3 there, but kicks it over to Lily Nottingham. Trying to set up some sort of offense here, the Lady Aces. Weatherholt has it now. And she's going to dribble it around here, trying to get some ball movement going. It's over to Lily Nottingham. And she kicks over to Roach. She goes for 3. And no good, just a little bit short there. And unfortunate miss there for the 8th grader, Kaylee Roach. As Roach now checks out of the ball game. So Dupin's going to come in. And Ava Nottingham is going to come out. And I believe Thurman's going to come back in. So decent bit of the starting lineup back in for the Lady Aces right now, as maybe a bit deflated offensively, but the Lady Tigers have it now, trying to set up a half-court offense. Skylar Tucker has it, kicks to Lily Kirchlow inside, who looks for Kaylee Huffines. Can't quite find her, kicks out to Natalie Henning, who kicks to Caroline, kicks back to Natalie in the corner, kicks up to Kaylee inside, and thinks about going up, and it looks like a scramble for the ball here, and jump ball is the call. So it looks like it is going to be possession arrow favoring the Lady Aces, as Cloverport is going to bring it the other direction. Lily Nottingham has it, and just looking to get some more points on the board in the second half. She kicks over to Thurman, who goes for three. No good, just short once again. And rebound falls to Skylar Tucker, who's going to bring it the other direction. And looks like they're slowing it down a little bit. Kicks to Caroline Lucas, who kicks to Lily Kirchlow. And she loses her dribble there.
And Lita stripped out.
Okay. So Lady Tigers going to have inbound here once again. Looked like maybe setting up an unseen formerly offense, as Haley Huffines rejected there inside.
Don't see that very often.
Maybe a bit of a foul, but
it's under a minute to go.
Yeah, about 45 seconds remain here. Lady Tigers with a 54-point lead over Cloverport. Skylar Tucker is going to go for three and knocks it down, as Lady Aces trying to get a bucket in this second half. And they got 30 seconds to do it. We'll see what they can pull off. Lily Nottingham has it, bringing it over half court. The Lady Tigers set up in a 2-3 zone. Nottingham has it at the top. Kicks over to Weatherholt, who kicks it over to Burden. Burden is going to kick it to Thurman. And she picks up her dribble, but kicks it over to Nottingham. And kicks it to Weatherholt. So 8 seconds to go now. And Thurman dribbles around, goes for two, knocks it down. So Cloverport finishes with a bucket with 3 seconds to go in the half. Clock runs out. The Lady Tigers, though, do pick up a 61-6 win over the Lady Aces. Not the prettiest display of basketball I've seen. I can't personally say it was a fun one to watch, though. So I guess that's pretty much all there is to say. Pretty much just domination by the Lady Tigers for the vast majority of that game. Started off a bit slow, but then really kicked it into high gear, especially defensively. Finally started knocking down some shots as well, but overall I thought they played a very solid game. Actually, the first time they played Cloverport, the score was 77-35.
Yeah.
This game it was, what was it, 61-6? So I mean,
61-6, yeah.
So held them to way fewer points. But yeah, maybe unfortunate for Cloverport. Looks like Stinnett may still be getting checked in on the sideline. Hopefully she is okay. But following this game, we will have the Fighting Tigers varsity team on display against the Aces of Cloverport. Cam, do you have anything else to add before we end this?
Not really.
Maybe not the most exciting ending of all time, but at least Cloverport was able to finish with a quick bucket there. I believe we are going to cut to a quick commercial, and we are going to hand it off to Zach Martin and Shelby Ford for the Fighting Tigers game. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Fighting Tigers golf team advanced their first regional championship in school history by shooting a 334 at Hopkinsville Country Club in Hopkinsville. The Fighting Tigers were led that day by senior Lincoln Smith, who fired a 2-on-4 second hole to place second in the tournament. That second place finish by Lincoln is the lowest finish by a Fighting Tiger golfer individual in the regional tournament in school history. The Fighting Tigers then played in the NCAA Fifth Golf Championship on October 6th and 7th at Bowling Green Country Club, and they placed 12th in the state. Their regional championship is only the 5th regional championship in school history, joining the 1982 Lady Tiger basketball team, the 1995 Fighting Tiger basketball team, the 2018 Lady Tiger volleyball team, and the 2019 Fighting Tiger baseball team. We're extremely proud of this group of young men and their coaches. They work tirelessly to become better golfers, and their hard work is paying off. We look forward to placing a banner in the Raptors here at Tiger Arena as a part of them. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2020 second regional golf champions, the Fighting Tiger golf team.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Breckenridge County basketball game. And I'm here with Shelby Ford. I'm Zach Martin. How's it going?
It's going all right. How about yourself?
Oh, another game, another day. We got an interesting lineup here tonight, and funny thing about it is this team has only beat us, I think, once.
No. Last time that they beat us was in 2006 under the teaching of Coach LaGrange.
And Coach LaGrange works for us, coaches for us now. So very, very interesting how this works out. But they don't. It seems tonight that they don't have a big lineup.
Yeah, with one of their main players being Devin Ferris out under injury right now. Earlier this year, they lost one of their star players, Noah Pate, who's one of the best in the region. Lost him to Bethel. Yeah, it's going to be a definitely interesting game. No bad players on the court, but it's definitely going to be a very interesting game. Some of the starting lineup being Peyton Blair, which is their center, 6 foot, 150 pounds. Yeah.
I think tonight is, hopefully we get a more interesting and exciting game tonight. I have not seen much out of Cloverport this year. I've seen our boys play it, and they put a heck of a fight against Hancock County, which they won that one. And earlier tonight, if everyone saw, the girls' game was a complete blowout. But it was still a good game, good win for the girls, and hopefully we can get a good win for the boys here tonight.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Last time that we played Cloverport, Kason Morris came down from a shot, landed on his ankle real bad, rolled it. Hopefully no more injuries tonight.
Yeah, and we do have a fully healthy team tonight. Like you said, Kason is good to play again, and also let's hope that doesn't happen again. Hopefully we get to see more of Xavier Perks tonight. Last I saw him was at Hancock County. It's been a minute since I've been on the commentating, but last I saw Xavier Perks, he was just going off. He was an animal.
Yeah, Xavier on a senior season right now. Phenomenal player, phenomenal athlete. Also plays football, I believe. He's part of. So we also have Coke Critchlow, who's also a senior. Kason Morris, who's a senior, and Ethan Lucas is a senior. All phenomenal athletes.
And I'm looking at their roster right now on Cloverport, and they only have one senior.
No, they have 2. Devin Ferris and Peyton Blair. Peyton Blair is also a senior. It's just not down on the list.
Oh, okay. Well, very interesting lineup tonight, and I think. What is your predictions? What do you got?
Well, obviously the more experienced team. Almost every time that we play them, it's almost always a blowout. I remember my cousin, he used to play for Cloverport his sophomore year. He was a starting shooting guard, and that's whenever Claypool and the rest of the Breck County dropped 100. So
it is a very interesting concept to see, and also that I'm looking at their stats here. There are not a lot of tall guys on their team. We have a few
6 foot's their tallest, I believe.
Yeah, 6 foot. We have a few 6-footers on the team, and 6'1" is their tallest. Then they also have a lot of short guys. 5'7", 5'9".
Well, it's pretty well mostly like a JV team right now.
It is a JV game, and they're also running an 8th grader on their team.
Yeah. Dorsey
Embry,
great player. Played a lot with him. Played a lot with the rest of the guys. Phenomenal player. 8th grade. We also have an 8th grade playing our varsity, which is Mercer Rogers, and I'm pretty sure he starts.
Yeah. Mercer Rogers, I've seen him play, and he's a very phenomenal player. And I've seen some things. He is not scared to go up on any type of shot. And, he does have to watch out for those big guys.
Mm-hmm.
Those big guys do oversize him, and they do overpower him pretty much. But as for that, our team tonight is currently warming up, ready for the fight. And honestly, my predictions for it is, like you said, a blowout. And I hate to say it, but every time I see Cloverport play, it is always a blowout. for Breckenridge County.
One of their freshmen I'd like to talk about, Cole Weatherholt. He's usually a starter for them. Him and his sister both play basketball. Cole, I've played a lot with Cole. Cole's a phenomenal player, excellent athlete. He's out there right now, and he's somebody who I can see a lot of potential. Like how Mercer Rogers has a heck of a lot of potential to play in his future, especially around his senior season.
Yes.
Me and my cousin were talking about it. It's going to be a new era whenever some of these freshmen and like younger classmen are just going to start shining, especially in Cloverport.
Yeah, and for Breckenridge County, once we lose our seniors, obviously we're going to have new seniors coming up, but I wonder how I think that's going to affect Breckenridge County dramatically a lot.
Especially because like Kaysen's always been like pretty well one of our starters since sophomore year.
He's been a starter for a long time.
Kaysen's one of the best players who's played for Breck, phenomenal ball handler, phenomenal shooter.
He's a great player. And also we have seen that I've done forgot what I was going to say. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you also got to look at some of the other seniors like Ethan Lucas. Ethan Lucas is a great shooter.
Ethan Lucas is
Xavier Parks is just quick, very good athlete. And Cole Critchlow. Cole Critchlow's a pretty good player. I mean, there's no dual players.
Yeah, they're all great players in the beginning, and I think they finally found their grip within the season. And I'm just glad they're facing more teams like as their stature, not like Owensboro.
Yeah, those are some rough games right there against Owensboro. Central Hardin was almost a bad game, and we came back.
We did come back.
It's a great game to watch, great game to commentate.
Not a big bench from Cloverport. It is very small tonight.
Yeah, Cloverport, each class is only about 30 or less people, so it's not a huge school, especially whenever you look at the other school in the county, Breckenridge.
Breckenridge County is also one of the biggest basketball schools around, and I think that's what we're known for. But this year, the girls have taken over the basketball. The boys have kind of slowed down a bit. But other than that,
and we saw earlier there's like a little thing for the golf team.
There was. I do not know what that was for. I do know they got a medal for something they said for Breckenridge County. I have no idea what it was for, though.
Yeah,
I don't play golf.
One of our commentators for the girls, Lincoln Smith, he won medal. Yeah, we have a great golf team. We see. Breckenridge County, now baseball season starting back up. A lot of sports.
Baseball, yes. I'm wondering. I don't know who's playing on the baseball team this year so far yet, because last year we lost a lot of great seniors for the baseball team. We lost Brock Lucas, we lost Kavion, we lost a lot of starters, a lot of great players, and I have no idea how the baseball team is going to start out this year.
Yeah, one of our commentators, Cameron Shaw, is on the baseball team.
Is he?
Yeah, you didn't know Cameron played baseball?
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah. Big baseball team.
You see, my opinion about our baseball team, we've always been a great team, and we've always won a lot of baseball games, but I don't know how it's going to be like losing our starters from last year. Those starters have been starting for 4 years, and now that they graduated last year, it's going to be interesting. Here comes our Breckenridge County boys coming out.
5 minutes left.
5 minutes left till the game starts, and for the girls' game, we saw it was a 28-2 in the first quarter.
The only person to score on Cloverport in the first quarter was Lily Nottingham.
Yeah,
and the other person who scored in that half was Lindsay Thurman, I believe, with 2 free throw shots.
Very, very hard defense for the girls team.
We see Mercer out there working on his free throws. That one Central Hardin game, his free throws what won us the whole game.
Yes.
But yeah, girls
Here
played
comes the Cloverport boys now coming back out.
Coach
to warm up.
Critchell's got to get out of the way for Austin. Yeah, we see Austin Hedges, Connor Legatinos. We see Cole Weatherholt, Dorsey Embry, Payton Blair, Charlie Carr. You know, just a bunch of good players out here.
Bunch of good players, but not many, and that's a problem because here's the thing about it, having a little bench like this is
They're going to get tired.
Yeah, they're going to get stammed out. And one thing I've noticed from the boys, the starters on the boys, the Breckinridge County boys, they can go for an entire game without stopping. We've seen it before, and we know they can do it.
We see Cason play pretty well the whole game. We see Cole Proctor play pretty well the whole game.
That's the one thing I've noticed about Breckinridge County is they have a lot of stamina, and you know they're working in practice. They're always working in practice. I've seen them work, and see the girls by the halftime. Cloverport girls starters were, they were gassed, and we still had Fighting Tiger starters in. So, that's what I'm trying to figure out if the boys are going to be able to make it.
Yeah. I'm sorry, it's a little past my bedtime here.
It's pretty late. It is pretty late.
No, it's only like 7 o'clock, I believe.
Long school day today.
Was it school day today?
There was a school day today. Did you not realize that?
Oh, I was there.
Wow, that song right there brings me back to the football days.
Yeah. What football season? When does that all start back up? Are you all practice like right now?
We are starting. We are currently working out. We can't work out in the weight room due to COVID, and also because they are redoing our weight room soon.
Oh, really?
They are redoing our weight room.
You're
Yeah. So what they are planning for the football team is we are supposed to be going back, allowed to during spring, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, we don't know what could happen due to COVID.
Yeah, I know the baseball team. They work out and do like weights and stuff at the gym, Breckinridge County Fitness.
We had to be very safe last year during the football season. That is when the all of the COVID started happening. We were not allowed to practice inside. We had to practice outside with masks. It's very rough, but it's what we had to do if we wanted to play. And, we all love the sport. So we did what we had to do.
Yeah. We got 1.5 minutes left before the start of the game. Like I said, predictions. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a Breck win. Can't know for sure, though.
You can never know. Might pull something out of their sleeve. Who knows?
But like I said, it's mainly like we're playing like a JV team because with our only one senior, it pretty well is a JV team.
It is a JV team. This is a JV game versus varsity at this point. I can see it.
Yeah.
And no offense to Cloverport, you just have a younger team versus an older team.
Yeah, I mean they can work against you. I mean we can. There's proof that younger players are pretty good. Mercer Rogers, Mercer Rogers being in 8th grade, I can't remember how many points he scores on average, but he scores a lot each game. Yeah, he's a great player, phenomenal athlete.
Mercer Rogers is a very great player, and sadly I won't be here to see him probably his senior year. I'll be graduated long before then.
I mean, you get held back a couple of years, you might be able to see him.
If I get held back a couple of years, Shelby, I don't think that'd be good.
Yeah.
I want to graduate, but I'd like to see him during his senior year playing. It'd be interesting.
Yeah, most definitely.
But sadly, that is the while from now.
Yeah. And looks like they're getting ready to do the starting lineups for each team.
And boom, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The Cloverport starting lineup. That is very scary to see. They have no backups. And here comes the Fighting Tigers here, starting lineup. Xavier Perks, a key player. Cole Proctor coming out, another key player. Kason Morris, number 23. He's a beast.
Yeah, it looks like we have the starting lineup for both Breck and Cloverport. Yeah, we got Mercer Rogers, Ethan Lucas, Kason Morris, Xavier Perks, Cole Proctor lined up against Cole Weatherholt, Austin Hedges, Connor Lagadinos, and Peyton Blair, and Nathan Poole.
And here we go. Cole Proctor goes up for the layup and hits it. Already 2 points. And here comes Cloverport.
Passes to Peyton Blair, to Austin Hedges, Nathan. Nathan drives in, tries to shoot. No good. Nathan gets the rebound. Throws it back up. No good. 2 shots.
This could help them during this game if they can get their free throws. And the first one is good. Nathan Poole. And the second one is missed, recovered by Xavier Perks. Taken down the court by Kason Morris.
Cole shoots it.
Oh, wow.
It's no good. Looks like Cole Proctor gets
the rebound, taking it down the court pretty hard there.
Ethan shoots in the pocket. It's
and
good.
It's good. Wow. Like we said early starting off, already getting the points up there. Oh, wow.
Gets poked away. Breck ball, I believe. No, it's Cloverport ball.
That was on Breckenridge County.
I didn't see that. Payne Blair's throwing it in, throws it into Austin Hedges. Goes to Nathan Poole. Goes to Peyton Blair. Cole Weatherholt thinks about it, passes to Peyton Blair. Peyton Blair shoots it in. It is good.
2 points. And Kayson's bringing it back down. Kayson puts it up. Oh, and a miss there.
Lucas drives in there.
Out of bounds on Cloverport.
Yeah, I think Austin poked it out there. Getting thrown in by Ethan Lucas.
Very slow starting game. I thought it would be a lot more fast paced, but I guess Breckenridge County doesn't want to unload the tank yet.
Cole Proctor sinks it. Great three-pointer.
Cloverport bringing it down. Oh, and
we usually don't see Cole Proctor shooting threes. He's usually down low playing big man, but tonight, I mean, three seem to work from.
You don't see it much. It's very odd.
Kason Morris takes it down the court. That's the Ethan, passes back to Kason, passes to Mercer. Mercer shoots, it's no good. Payne gets the rebound. Xavier steals and puts it in.
That is a good steal right there.
Oh,
Mercer. Oh. See, that's one thing about them young guys, man. They come play for the varsity level, and it gets, you know, it's kind of hard to remember those things.
Oh, Peyton Blair is going to be throwing it in for Cloverport. like he throws it to
Oh, and
Austin.
he gets it.
Austin's getting trapped. Past Nathan Poole.
Looks like they've poked
Peyton
the bee's
Blair.
nest here, boys.
Cole Weatherholt. Cole Weatherholt's
Oh.
kind of trapped. Great defense by Breck. Not giving him any room to do anything.
And I don't blame him.
Connor thinks about shooting. Goes back a little bit. Still with pressure.
Xavier Perks with
Austin
great
getting
defense.
trapped.
Oh.
A timeout called by Cloverport, I believe. Yeah, it was definitely, defense was definitely getting Cloverport. Yeah. Breck just wasn't leaving any room for Cloverport to do anything. He's kind of trapped. Almost got stolen a couple times. Peyton Blair poked it back to, I think, Cole Weatherholt. Just barely. Just the press was getting to him, I guess.
Cloverport's ball. A lot harder defense by Breckenridge County. Not going to give them room to breathe during this game. So Cloverport's going to have to figure it out. They can't go backwards with it.
Yeah, Connor's getting trapped. Another Austin. Austin throws to Nathan.
That was a walk.
Peyton off of Peyton's shoes.
Jason Morris thought for the shot. Use it to,
Cole Weatherholt gets the rebound. Takes it down. Passes to Peyton Blair. Peyton Blair.
Oh,
Right over top of Cole
hard
Proctor.
hit. Cole Proctor there.
Connor throws it into Austin.
Oh, and he
Austin's
gets
trapped
there.
Nathan not leaving him any room to shoot. Connor drives in, loses the ball.
Another foul on Breckenridge County.
Throws Cole Weatherholt. Cole Weatherholt gets it. Passes it to Austin. Austin shoots and is no good. First shot for a long time by Cloverport.
For almost 4 minutes. So.
Amon passes it to Kaysen. Kaysen shoots kind of deep. No good.
And that's another big player on Breckenridge County is Amon O'Donohue.
Quite the shooter.
He's a very young player, but very great shooter for Breckenridge County.
Nathan tries to put it up. It's no good. Kaysen takes it back down the court. Goes to Lane Tall. Lane Tall drives in. Shoots. Oh. Just around the bat. It's good. Cole
Critchlow,
throws
good
back in.
rebound, but doesn't go to Breckenridge County. Goes to Cloverport.
Cole Weatherholt isn't able to get it up.
Kaysen with good defense coming down the court there. And it looks like one of Breckenridge County's players are down. I cannot tell who. Maybe a cramp.
It does not look good back there. I think it's Cole Critchlow.
Cole Critchlow, I believe it is. That's who it is. Man, them cramps will get you. Got to drink water, ladies and gentlemen. Got to drink water. Looks like that's what got him.
Looks like he's able to set up. Hope nothing's wrong with him. Great player, senior season.
Probably just got a cramp in his leg.
He's back up. He's walking. That's
Or
good.
maybe a hurt ankle. We do not know.
Either way, he's walking. That's always good.
That's a good sign, yes.
It looks like Eamon's going to be throwing it into Mercer Rogers.
And Breckinridge County coming back down the court. Looks like Cloverport's going to be still in a page from Breckinridge County and play some tough defense, but
doesn't work.
they
Casey
just shredded their defense.
Austin throws it to Connor. Almost doesn't go to Connor. Connor takes it back.
And Cloverport again backing up for some reason. I did not know why.
Not making.
And layup, a miss.
You can't go forward. You got to go backwards.
Payson rebounding. That is a very interesting sight to see.
Case is not necessarily tall or big, and
No, but he got up there. Cole Proctor fouled on the shot. Gonna get 2. 12-3. Not more of a blowout like I thought it was gonna be in the first. I was thinking 20 to something around that number 3. You know, not thinking they would have 12. You know.
yeah. Let's see, Cole Proctor shoots. That's good. Scores now 3-13 with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Nathan gets it, pass it to Austin. Oh, stolen. Or loses control of the ball. Mercer gets it, passes to Eamon. Eamon passes it back to Mercer. Gets the case, and Case shoots.
Oh my! Mason Morris with a very rough air ball there.
That was a very tough tongue twister to call out too. Not gonna lie.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I mean,
Very good at that. I will call him out. He's supposed to hit those. Sorry, Casey.
all players slip up a little bit. It's all good.
I need a button to say called you out.
Okay, looks like it goes to Cole. Cole shoots, and it's no good. Peyton Blair got the rebound. It goes to Austin Hedges. Austin Hedges passes back to Peyton Blair. Goes to Cole Weatherholt. Cole Weatherholt passes it. Oh, gets intercepted by Lane Tall.
Lane Tall coming down the court pretty fast.
Using his right hand.
Gives it to Eamon O'Donohue with the 3. Contested and hits the shot. Wow.
Something I noticed a lot about Lane. Primarily right-handed, like most players are, but hardly ever see him do anything with his left hand.
O'Donohue bringing it back down, gives it to Lane Tall. Lane Tall goes up but gets fouled, looks like.
About falls down on the ref.
And it looks like he'll probably get 2 shots on that one. Man, if Cloverport wants to have a chance in this game, they cannot be fouled. That cannot happen.
Yeah, it's not really something that they should be doing right now. Lane shoots and is
Oh, no.
barely bounces out.
Lane Tall goes for another shot and hits it.
Peyton Blair's going to be throwing in, throws into Cole Weatherholt. Looks like and it goes back to Austin Hedges. Back to Peyton, then Nathan Poole, back to Cole Weatherholt. That's back to Nathan. Nathan shoots, contested shot, and it is
Wow,
good.
and he hits the shot. That goes for 6 for Cloverport. So,
yeah, we're not going to talk about that one.
was that Kaysen? Kaysen, I'm calling you out again. There's another air ball, my friend. Come on.
Cole Weatherholt shoots a deep 3, no good. Rebounded by Austin Hedges, throws it back up, it's no good. Eamon gets it.
O'Donohue bringing it back down and gives it to Kaysen Morris, but Eamon goes for the 3, and he hits it.
Now 6-22 with 1 left in the quarter. Austin passes it to Connor. Connor passes it back to Austin, back to Connor. Connor shoots
again.
No, air ball.
Oh, no. Good dive by Case and gives it to Eamon. Eamon bringing it back down.
Lane Tall.
Oh, and there's a wall.
Tends to happen on big jobs like these.
It does happen. Man, wish people could figure out how to dribble.
He's probably better dribbler than me and you.
Hey, man, let me tell you something. I'm a football player. I don't play basketball. But I got handles.
You got handles.
I can dribble.
I'd like to take you up on that sometime.
All right.
Nathan takes it. Kind of getting trapped in the. Oh, Jared steals
Jared
it.
Hard is stealing the ball. Give
Aiming.
it back to Eamon. Give it to Kaysen.
Kaysen
Back to
takes it.
Eamon. To Jared Hard. Jared
Good
for a
shoot,
three.
deep. Oh.
Oh. I was talking to Coach Critchlow the other day, and turns out
Oh,
Jared.
Eamon gets the turnover.
Turns out Jared Hornet has a shooting cap. Oh, Casey Morris hits the first one of the night.
Oh, I didn't notice it, but they put Cloverport puts in Dorsey Embry, 8th grader. He gets the ball. That's
Well, I don't know if he was thinking about a dunk there because I really hope he was not thinking about trying to get that,
I
that
think
assist to dunk.
I think he got there and really didn't know what to do. And then that pass wasn't very great.
That assist to dunk, I spoke too soon. Man, 26-6 in the first quarter of game.
Breck
and
up by 20. It's not looking too good for
I figured
Cloverport.
this would happen,
Yeah, we kind of were calling.
I think what happened was Breckenridge County gave Cloverport a chance, and I think Cloverport wasted that chance. Sad to see it. But if you are now tuning in just now or have been watching for a little while, we'd like to thank you, and we'd like to ask you to hit that like button. It'd be very nice. And if you'd like to hit that subscribe button, help us out. Be very nice.
You also leave some nice comments on the live.
And I do go back and read the comments. So if you guys want to leave a comment, I might go there on my phone account. Maybe I'll like it. I don't know. It's if I go there. But
Here, I got a trivia question.
let's hear it.
It's something we brought up earlier. When was the last year that Cloverport boys beat Brett County boys in a basketball?
I know you said it. Now, for people viewing, for this trivia question, don't go back in the video.
It's a little bit cheaty.
If you do it, you cheat. So, but I don't even remember. But I know you do. I think I remember the year, sort of.
Something in my English class, we don't like cheaters, so.
We do not like cheaters. Cheaters are not nice.
I mean, there's probably some nice cheaters out there, but, it's just not a nice thing to do.
It's not a nice thing to do. I see a lot of them in BO2.
Yeah.
And
See, Connor's going to be passing it in.
Oh,
Oh.
Kaysen intercepts it. We figured that one was going to happen.
Kaysen.
Kaysen going to
Goes-
take it in. Oh,
Almost. Ethan
Kaysen, I'm going to call you out again. Come on, man.
almost loses control of it to Cole Weatherholt. Kaysen shoots it in.
Oh, Kaysen.
Just shy.
Kaysen. I'm going to need a Kaysen button.
Nathan Poole. Back to Cole Weatherholt. Weatherholt kind of trapped.
Oh, almost back court there. But he's trapped very.
Peyton Blair is trapped back in the back corner. Cole Weatherholt gets it. Very slow ball game now. Just a lot of trapping going on, and they don't know how to get around it.
Oh, and the layup is good.
Great
By
pass.
Cloverport.
Great shot.
26-8 so far in the second start of this half. And the three is good. It was Breckenridge County 29 in the second quarter. And Cloverport misses the three. I think they're just trying to catch back up maybe. Honestly, I don't think they really have a plan. Oh, Eamon O'Donohue goes up for the three, misses his first one of the night. Oh,
Connor throws it
it was a
to
very
Austin.
vicious steal there.
Gets to Peyton Blair. Back to Cole Weatherholt.
Oh, good
Nathan
defense
Poole.
by Xavier Perks. Out of bounds on Cloverport.
Something I noticed in the girls' game. Last time we played Cloverport girls.
Ow.
last time Cloverport girls played Brett County girls, there was a little incident that happened. Oh, well.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't know if we should bring that up.
Yeah, never mind.
Our producers are telling us no, so we are not going to bring that up. But that was very bad.
It's like Dorsey's going to be throwing. Oh, Xavier.
Do you think, quick question, do you think Cloverport is considered, for them, a rival? For us being a rival of them?
Well, I mean, they're in the same county. Cloverport is a city in the county of Breckenridge County. They're kind of on the far side, closer to Hancock County.
Me personally, and this is no offense to Cloverport, but I've never considered them a rival of ours. I've always seen Hancock and Meade County as a rival team to us, but I wonder if they...
Well, just because they're a smaller school doesn't mean they can't be a rival. I mean, there's a lot of hot water, at least I know. I kind of grew up around Cloverport, played around Cloverport. There's a lot of hot water between Cloverport basketball especially and Brett County's basketball. It has been for years. A lot of trash talking going in between. And
it's very... I think it's just like one of those like bragging rights, you know? That's I don't think it would be a rivalry. I think it's just bragging rights for whatever team wants to do it, you know?
Do we have any correct answers on our trivia question we asked a few minutes ago?
No. I want
Cole Proctor gets the read.
Proctor.
Absolute unit whenever it comes to rebounds and such.
Oh, wow, what a pass to Xavier Perks.
To Kaysen.
Right
over Cole Weatherholt. I think all the kids call it in their eyes these days.
Yeah. You're still a kid.
No, I'm actually an adult. Thank you very much.
Oh.
As of December 29th.
Oh. Okay. Happy birthday, I guess.
Belated birthday.
Yeah.
Let's see, Austin taking it down the court. Throws it to Dorsey. Almost gets swatted out by Cole. Gives it to Cole Weatherholt. Cole Weatherholt's kind of trapped in there. That's not Cole Weatherholt.
Good little floater there.
Sorry, that was not Cole Weatherholt. They did a change. Didn't notice it. Oh, that's Mr. Hall. I don't know how to pronounce his first name.
Oh, very close three there.
Oh, now Cole Weatherholt has the ball. Looks very similar to Mr. Hall. That's why I was got confused. Sorry, guys. See Austin driving in. It's no good. Dorsey gets the rebound. Puts it back up. No good. Then he puts it back up again, and it is good. See Kaysen taking it down the court. Ethan passes it. Eamon thinks about it. Passes it to Xavier. Xavier passes it to Cole. Cole's down deep. No good air ball. Cole Weatherholt gets it kind of trapped. Can't go anywhere with it.
Walk. Looks, maybe a foul. I couldn't tell what it was. It looked like a walk to me. Maybe not. Maybe a foul. I don't know.
See, Jared Harnick, Cole Proctor, Mercer Rogers, Lane Tall, and Kaysen Morris are out now. Cloverport also did a sub.
Oh. Those long arms.
Not quite.
Quite not long enough for that pass.
No.
The pass was brutal. Anyways, Cloverport gets the ball. And, out of bounds again on Breckenridge County, man. Lane Tall.
Lane Tall with the tall arms.
Tall arms. Lane Tall, if you're watching this.
No, he listens to it.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, because I said something about him one time, and he made sure to talk to me about it.
Well, thanks for watching, and thank you for your long arms. Anyways, Lane Tall again with the long arms.
Lane Tall with the tall arm shoots a 2, almost a 3, but he took a couple steps forward.
Oh,
puts it up, miss it. Now Cole Proctor puts it up and makes it in.
Good hit. Good shot.
That's Austin. Austin gets trapped even before he gets on the half.
Oh.
Jared almost gets the ball.
Jared.
Oh, Lane Tall gets the ball. Pass it to Mercer.
Mercer with the
layup.
The 8th grader.
We are up by 30 points.
No, the
2
8th
minutes.
grader again.
8th grader. I'm telling you, Mercer Rogers, his senior season is going to be on fire. It's going to be like a new era for Breckenridge County Schools.
It's going to be interesting to see. I could definitely see some scouts.
He is one of the most,
if he stays consistent.
Yeah, he's one of the most athletic basketball players I've seen. Very quick, run. He's got quite a hustle to him. Great shooter.
Well, everybody knows when you get down in your old age and senior year, you start to hurt. I know what it's like.
Yeah, some previous amazing senior seasons that we've had in Brett County. We had Kobe Poole's reign for a while.
Poole was
that was a beast of a player right there.
Very sad last game though that I witnessed.
Very much so.
Kavion, obviously.
Kavion from last year had Kavion, Brock Lucas, Justin Shrewsbury, Trey Irwin, all a bunch of tall people with very high up dreams.
Tall people with long arms.
More long arm men.
Yeah, need more long arms. Anyways, Cloverport's bringing it back down the court
Austin
now.
Hedges passes to Dorsey Embry.
Oh, and intercepted again. Jeez.
A lot of interceptions going on.
Oh, and
gives it Jared.
Jared Harned, but goes back to Kaysen at the top of the key.
Kaysen shoots
but
and is
takes
good.
It in a bit, man. I think he likes that going in a little bit, you know.
A 2-3 zone. Very aggressive with it though. Playing a lot higher than normal.
Oh!
Off of Jared's knee.
Get up there.
He's got hops.
Sure, we'll say that. We'll say that.
Cloverport trying to figure out how to break this press.
I think it's too late for that. To figure it out. I think
Also
at this point just throw up some shots. Hopefully they hit it.
Peyton Blair missed. And then Dorsey and Peyton fight for the rebound.
Honestly, I think they should just throw up some shots. Maybe they'll get up there with Breckenridge County, but who knows? Oh, wow.
Knocked out by Kaysen. What a hustle by Kaysen Morris.
You know what that was?
What?
Long arms.
Kaysen Morris. I don't know if Kaysen Morris really has that long of arms. But
no, he doesn't, but he got to it. Oh, wow. It wasn't.
Nathan was not paying attention. Off the shoulder, Kaysen gets it, passes to Mercer. Mercer patches Lane Tall off the long arms. Lane puts it up, no good, and then Cole puts it up.
Gets it up there.
Bounces around the basket.
Wow, it just bounced off his head, and I don't think yeah.
I thought it was off the shoulder. I didn't know it was off the head.
It was off the head, I think. We might have to review that. I don't know.
Cole Weatherholt gets the ball. Shoots.
Oh, wow.
No good. Air ball.
I need a buzzer for that. Air ball. No, I'm sorry.
Cole Weatherholt, though, all things beside, great player. I played a lot with him.
We're just going to wait till halftime here. Looks like. Oh, maybe not. They're going to make a play.
I don't know about it. Lane Tall with the long arms now has it.
Come on, Lane. Oh, Mercer. Just shoot it. Just shoot it, man. Oh,
Kaysen.
Yeah. Oh.
That spin around that Kaysen does.
Whoa. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. That's it for that.
Yeah. We're now halftime. Score being 12-48. You know, quite
complete blowout, like we were going to say in the beginning. Either way, they're doing good. I think we're going to take a quick commercial break for the next half, and we will see you guys
real soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here with Breckenridge County ball. I'm with Shelby Ford here, and you know,
40 seconds left until the end of the half.
Hey, we're still going. We're rolling.
Not the end of the half, the end of halftime. What are we saying?
We're back here with basketball and people with long arms. Here we go. Also, another trivia question I want to put out there. What is the most said word I've had this game? If you can guess it right,
long arms.
You get a shout out. Anyways, here we go.
We see Eamon O'Donoghue who's going to be passing it
Lane
in.
Tall is still out there.
Where is Lane Tall?
He's over there in the corner.
Hey, we see the long arms.
He's got long arms. All right, here we go. Anyways, we're starting off pretty hefty here. Lane Tall with the long arms gets the layup. Another point on the board. Man, he's quick with it.
I'm starting to think every player on Breckenridge County has long arms, so maybe we should just start saying they all have long arms.
I think everybody has long arms.
I wouldn't say everybody.
You know, I think that's a Lane Tall thing. I don't know. Maybe not.
I think Cloverport has strong arms. We just have long arms.
Strong arms and long. Oh, guy gets hit in the head. That looked like it hurt.
So Case at the long arms almost finger rolls it.
You know, I think Lane Tall is going to visit me after this game.
And talk about his long arms.
Yeah, I will mention it. Anyways, Cloverport with the strong arms is going down the court.
Austin Hedges, strong arms over there. Taking it on very slowly. Gives it to Connor. Connor, strong arms. Connor, strong press, basically passes it to Lane, long arms.
Okay, this is going to get very confusing.
Cole Proctor, long arms, shoots it. It's good. That is another 2 points for the long arms.
At this point, it's not even Breckenridge County versus Cloverport. It is.
Hazel Carlson won my trivia question.
What?
Proud of you. Glad you're listening to us at the beginning of the game, or at least have some knowledge. As we're sitting here talking, we see some local legends at our school walking in, Ethan Henning being one of them. Shout out to Ethan Henning.
Oh, yeah. Where'd he go? I don't know.
He's right underneath of us, actually.
Is he?
We have just a little bit of a student section coming out tonight.
Ethan, if you're seeing this,
we love you, Ethan.
say what's up. Anyways, we are back here with the long arms shooting and the strong arms defending.
Now, long arms, and I don't know if you knew this, NBA statistic, longer arms and taller players are statistically worse shooters.
Really?
Because, you know, like how regular, like basketball, you got to arch it.
Are you trying to say something to long
arm players are amazing, don't get me wrong.
Like, it sounds like you're calling out the NBA.
Eamon O'Donoghue playing with his long arms, playing defense. Nathan Poole, strong arms, passes it to Austin Hedges, who also has strong arms, who passes it to Cole Weather, who also has strong arms.
I think we should. I'm getting confused. All right. Anyways, Cloverport is pushing the ball again. Oh, and I just realized, honestly, we're in the third quarter. It's 52-12. What do they do now?
Number 40. Being around Cloverport, they used to call them the Dodo Rex.
The Dodo Rex, really?
Yeah.
That's
on the courts of Cloverport.
That's great. Well, he did miss the shot.
Yeah. No, I don't think he has long arms. He has a little bit short arms, being a Dodo Rex.
Well, it's very interesting.
Mercer passes it to Ethan. Ethan passes it back to Mercer. Mercer shoots a three just short.
Xavier goes down. It rolls up his leg. And no, that would have been God tier right there. Man.
That would have been some S-tier material.
Guy needs some exceptional kibble. I think that needs to happen. Look at it. Hear this crowd, ladies and gentlemen. Did y'all hear this?
Yeah, some of the students came out tonight for this game. It's nice seeing a little bit more of a crowd.
Never mind. I'm not going to say it. Anyways, we're going back in. Looks like Sean Morton's in the game, too, now.
Sean Morton doesn't see very much playtime on varsity, and
Okay, and we're back. Well, we've been back, but we had to figure out a name. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. But we're here now, and it looks like they're trying to juke out to Breckenridge County. I don't think it worked, though. They're still playing very hard defense. Anyways. Oh.
Get in there, Connor.
Long arms about got him. Anyways, they're coming. Mercer Rogers coming down.
Throws it at Xavier.
That guy went down. It didn't look hard, but he went down.
Hey, down is down.
Down is down. Up is up.
Yeah, down is not up. Ever. Unless up is down.
I'm not that bright. Please don't say that. Anyways, you're gonna have me thinking. I don't want to think all
left could be right sometimes. Sometimes the right turn's not always the right turn.
Those factual statements. All right, Cloverport is pushing in again, and number 33 with the big body gets it in there.
Sean taking
14
it down.
to 52. I think
Sean with Mercer throws it up from no good. A little bit of a floater there. Looks like Cloverport's just playing it slow, kind of waiting for it.
I don't think they should play it slow. It's 52 to 14, Tom. Shelby.
Tom, where are you getting Tom from?
I played a lot of Madden, and I saw that, and I heard that saying, and I had to call you Tom. I'm sorry.
No, do I look like Tom? Do I
you
sound
look like
a
Tom?
Do I sound like a Tom?
You look like a Tom.
Well, you know what? You look like.
My name's Zach Martin. That's who I look like.
All
right,
you
ladies
look like
and gentlemen.
Zach with an A instead of an E.
Oh, what?
Instead of being Z-E.
It would still mean
Z-A.
Zach. That's what it. Never mind. Anyways, big foul there on Sean Morton. Hit the ground pretty hard. And
Sean, free throws.
Where'd the
first one is
First
good.
one is good.
A little bit of a swish there.
I played some ball with Sean in the past, some playing around, and he's a pretty good player. He can hit the threes.
I mean, there's a reason he's on the basketball team.
There's a reason for everybody being on the basketball team. Sean Morton going up for another shot here, and it's good. Cloverport bringing it back down, and still they have the same starters they've had throughout the game, man. I guarantee you they've got to be tired.
They changed up their stars. It looks like Charlie Carr's going to come in.
There's not many other players.
Dorsey's on there. Dorsey went in for Connor.
Breckenridge County gets the ball back.
Ooh, that was nice. That was sweet, and that was nice.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like Charlie Carr and
Hart. That was his name, Hart.
Number 40 is Hart.
Number 40 is Hart.
All right.
How you doing, Hart? You made it to the channel. Anyways,
great player.
Great player.
I think you're doing great out there. Love to see you playing.
I actually think he's in my gym class.
That's very interesting.
Not sure.
Shout out to gym class.
Yeah, Coach Critchlow, shout out. Anyways.
A minute left in the third. 14 to 56. I don't know if there's going to be too much of a fluctuation here.
It's not going to say anything, but it could happen, if they hit 56 threes in a row. They could come back.
Time out for Cloverport now. Let's see. Jason's talking to Cloverport boys while Patrick Critchlow's
48.7 seconds left on the clock.
How's your day been?
My day? Man, let me tell you. Great day.
Rough or you said great? I got to see you earlier in third period.
Very tired. Very tired. That you know what third period is, ladies and gentlemen? It's actually the broadcasting class where all the ideas float around.
Where I'm teacher's aide in there. Not really. I've been remote, so I only go to machine shop and then Mr. Garrett's for teacher's aide because I'm just that cool. I sit in the teacher's aide chair and I probably get us off topic more than anything else.
That's what we hope for you guys, to hit the subscribe and like button. All right, we're back to game time here. Cloverport's ball, and very hard defense by Breckenridge County so late in the game. And, kicked out of bounds by, it looks like Sean Morton, maybe. I think that was him. I could not tell from here. Very, very hard defense there. Cloverport does get it, and wonder what they're planning with it. Good pass there into the paint, and missed shot.
Bright drives it in. Number 4 passes to Sean. Sean passes it back to Hart.
Hart,
just shy.
we haven't seen much of Hart this year, and I don't know what kind of player he is.
Whenever I see him on the court, he's always been pretty good. I'm pretty sure he came from Louisville, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, so he's a new student. Really?
Yeah.
Never met him. I thought I wish I knew his grade. I don't know what grade he's in. Oh, so he is a junior, turns out.
Wow. Hope your junior year is going pretty good for you, Hart. Hope you like Brett County. I think it's pretty, as the cool kids call it, lit.
Man, and also I cannot wait until COVID could be over to hear our band again live. Right there was a little recording that we had from, I believe, last year. But I cannot wait till COVID could be over so our band can be here with us.
Number 4 is Miller. Mr. Miller, nice seeing you out here on the court. I believe you're a sophomore, if I'm not mistaken.
I do know him. He is in my gym class, too.
Well, you have a lot of people in your gym class. You know what grade he's in?
I believe he's a freshman.
You think he's a freshman? I thought I saw him around last year.
I think. I'm not 100% on that. He could be a sophomore.
He is a familiar face. Oh, we also have Hayden Brockman in number 41, I believe. Oh! Sean with the steal lands on the ball on his rib.
That looked like it kind of hurt.
Yeah, that face he made didn't look like it felt good. Big Sean out there.
Oh, yeah. It's
Now we have Jacob Henning coming in for Sean.
Ethan Henning's brother. He actually played football with me.
Shout out to Jacob.
yeah.
And Ethan again.
Jacob and Ethan, yeah.
I see Ethan out in the gym all the time. Hart shoots. It is no good. Austin Hedges with the rebound. Number 35 came in for Cloverport, and that is Hunter Ashcraft. I've never heard of you, buddy, but nice to see you out here playing. I like your hair. Let's see, number 32, that is Mr. Hall. Passed it to Dorsey.
Oh, looks
Dorsey
like
got hold of
a
it.
foul on Breckenridge County. Maybe. Oh, Hart drew a foul.
Didn't draw a
No
foul. He committed a foul.
Committed a foul, but no shots.
No shots. There he goes.
shots.
Dorsey throws into Austin. Austin drives in. Can't get in too well.
Oh, and he missed
Right over the goal. Let's see, number 4 being Miller. Takes it in.
Yeah.
He should pop a half court. That'd be kind of cool.
I do know he could shoot. He's a pretty good shooter. Oh.
Great shot. Great shot by number 44. Yeah. We're going to figure out your name here in a minute.
We'll call him Long Arms number 44. There we go. For now. Good shooter, though. Did not know that he could shoot that well.
Let's see. Looks like most of the Cloverport roster is switching up right now. We have Connor Lagadinos in here. Connor passes it. Number 40. Jacob, I don't know if he blocked that. I didn't really see. Free throw, first free throw from number 40 is good.
Cloverport bringing it back down.
Cole Weatherholt drives it in.
Oh.
Oh, that would have been
I would have liked to see that. That would have been sick. Not gonna lie to you.
cool ankle
Crossover?
breaker.
No, we're not. That is bad language.
Ankle breaker.
Don't say that.
Oh. Shoots. No good.
Oh,
Cole Weatherholt gets it stripped
Jacob.
away from Jacob.
Jacob Henning, a beast.
Out there with the muscles just like his brother.
Brother's a big guy. Well,
Oh,
no
no.
more.
He's a beast in the gym. I go there and I see Ethan Henning in the gym. Really shows you what work and dedication gets you. Yeah, I started going to the gym. You got a gym membership.
I did.
Breckenridge County Fitness, shout out to y'all.
Anyways, they are. Well, it looks like Cloverport gets a couple of shots here. I don't know if they got fouled.
Cole Weatherholt's taking shots here. Let's see.
And see what he gets here. And
First.
oh,
No.
oh, bounces out of bounds by Cloverport. Still was not paying attention there.
Looks like it just bounced off his fingers, to be honest. Just didn't catch the ball right. Just popped off his hand. 15 seconds. It looks like they're just going to let the clock run here.
That's the end of it, ladies and gentlemen.
15-61. A tough game for Cloverport. Great game by the Tigers. We love to see it.
Great game by Cloverport there. And what was your thoughts about that?
We predicted it from the beginning.
We did predict it from the beginning, and
Almost a, what was that, 46-point lead. Wait, let me do my math in my head. Yeah, 46 points. It's a lot to make up for over a game, like to catch back up. And it's just, I guess it wasn't Cloverport's night tonight.
that was a great game by both teams, boys and girls tonight. I'm Zach Martin. This is
Shelby
Shelby
Ford.
Ford, and we are signing out.